everybody, headed to work. The video of today is very interesting, as you can see in the title, right? So no matter what you do in life, people will always have something to say. And it's just a realization that I have come with over the years. So for instance, if you have a hater or somebody who doesn't have the courage to do what you do or something like that, then if they want to say something, they will find something to say regardless, right? We can do an example even, right? So for instance, imagine you're going to the gym, you take care of yourself, and maybe you're buff, whatever, lifting weights. In this case, somebody could say like, oh, yeah, you're insecure, so you just need to compensate this with the lifting, with the ego, blah blah blah. You have a small one, maybe, blah blah blah. But what happens if you don't lift? Then they say, oh man, you're lazy, if only you lifted weights, went to the gym. So see how it doesn't matter in this case what happens, right? You have scenario A, scenario B. People have something to say in the first scenario and the second one. Or for example, if you are somewhere in the middle, they could say like, hey man, like, you have to decide, like, are you water or earth? You know, are you here to waste your time, or do you want to be lean, or do you want to be big? And that goes on with all decisions in life. And that's why at the end of the day, you just have to do what you need to do and let people talk. That's it. Just let them talk. It's just noise. You know, when you play music on the radio, or when you're walking on the street and somebody's like speaking on the microphone, it's just noise. So actually you decide if you let it affect you, or perhaps if you don't. At the end of the day, I understand that some people's opinions can matter, like family, close ones, and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's just noise. You know, I just started this channel basically a week ago, and my last reel got a little bit more views than the other ones, and already there was somebody like those classical I call them keyboard lions. You know, I have to write something and try to pull you down and stuff like that. So yeah, if a person needs to do that, it just means that you're doing something that they can't do because they don't have the balls. So then the easiest thing is to point the finger at you and say, hey man, you. But realistically speaking, it's clear that in this case the problem is in them. So don't let yourself down by these haters, right? And water your own grass. The grass is greener where you water it, not always on the neighbors somewhere else or whatever. So yeah. And what else could I say? Well, it's gonna take some time, especially for those who, you know, are used to this process of listening to opinions and other people's thoughts, right? It's going to take time, perhaps even years, to get to the point where I am, but you will get there. You have to train it every day, maybe even almost every hour. It's like a muscle. When you go to the gym, you develop it, and the same thing is here, right? So actually, let's see if in the comments today there's gonna be some keyboard lion or some haters again, but I'm only sharing a message that you know what you need to do, so just get it done, and that's it. And if somebody doesn't like it, or they have something to say, you know, they're not paying your bills, they're not there for you if something happens. So yeah, no unnecessary hate, but just you can wave like this and call it a day. That's it. I could be here and make more examples, but I think we all understand the message here, right? The message here. But of course you want most actions that you do to not self-harm you, whether that's nutrition or exercise or whatever, that it doesn't turn back negatively on you, because you only want to make your life better, right? I hope. So yeah, I think that's it for today. It's very early, that's why I'm talking a little bit like low voice, but as I said, just get your job done, do the right things for you. Have a good day.